Thank you for reviewing the annual Mental Health Awareness and Trauma-Informed Practices Employee Training video. Some of these topics may be heavy for you as you watch. Remember to apply the information that you learn to yourself as well as to colleagues and students, and to take care of yourself as needed. If you find that you or someone in your household needs support, our NEISD Employee Assistance Program provides free mental health care. Contact information for these services will be available at the end of this video. Mental health, like our physical health, changes throughout our lives. Our overall mental health includes our emotional, psychological, social, and spiritual well-being, and affects how we think, feel, and act. Our level of mental health also helps determine how we handle stress and relate to others. Also, like our physical health, there are ways to improve our mental health to better manage life's ups and downs. Typical life stressors like the death of a loved one, the loss of a job or financial security, enduring an illness or accident, going through a disaster or the change of a relationship. All of these things can have significant impact on our mental wellness. In addition to those stressors, students have additional stress associated with academic pressure. Students also endure relationships and friendship issues that may include bullying, cyberbullying, or changes in friend groups, as well as developmental changes that impact their day-to-day lives. When hired, all NEISD employees complete a virtual training on trauma and its impact on individuals. The next few slides review the importance of taking a trauma-informed approach when working with students, families, and colleagues. When an event is physically, emotionally, or spiritually harmful or frightening, it may create trauma. What is traumatic for one person may not be traumatic for another. And our role as trauma-informed educators is not to judge the severity of an event, but rather to support the level of impact from the event. Trauma can adversely impact an individual's functioning as well as their mental, physical, social, emotional, and spiritual well-being. This pain can overwhelm the individual's ability to cope. Trauma has found to be strongly influencing the individual's health and development over the course of their life. Traumatic events that occur before a child reaches the age of 18 are called adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs. Experiences of abuse, neglect, or household dysfunction impact the students in our schools and can have lasting effects into adulthood. Statistically, 26% of children will experience or witness a traumatic event before the age of 4, and 60% will experience abuse or other adverse experience before the age of 18. So, how does trauma impact our schools? As humans, our bodies are constantly scanning the environment for information, determining if we are safe. Are we warm enough? Are we hungry? Are there dangers around us that we need to avoid? When someone experiences trauma, that scanning of the environment kicks into high gear and may never quiet down. For children in school or for our colleagues at work, that means that they have less energy and attention to give to learning and working. Not because they don't want to pay attention to the math or science lesson, but because the trauma they experienced has rewired their brains to be alert to dangers. This quote helps us understand what our students are feeling. Individuals who have endured trauma chronically feel unsafe inside their bodies. The past is alive in the form of gnawing internal discomfort. So, what can you do? When schools are responsive to the needs of specific students who have endured trauma, those students are more likely to exhibit resilience. Students who have endured trauma benefit from routines and predictability in the daily schedule at school. School personnel should also work to protect students from further harm and connect students and families to resources for support and recovery. The resources on this page are provided for employees' use and to provide to students and families who need support. More information about reporting requirements for school employees can be found in the other counseling and guidance training videos. Thank you for your attention to these important matters. Questions about any information may be directed to Counseling and Guidance Services.